When a child is struggling with addiction, parents will do just about anything to get them the help that they urgently need. But one California father's intervention led to criminal charges. Why? He bound and gagged his teenage daughter to get her to rehab. So the story is this: a driver reported seeing a teenage girl gagged and tied up in the backseat of a car. So officers pulled over the dad. He then told police he was just trying to get his 17-year-old daughter to a rehab in Mexico where he could afford it. The girl had admitted to using meth over the past year to the officers. She's now in protective custody. Furthermore, the girl's 21-year-old sister was also in the car. Along with the father, faces charges ranging from kidnapping to child endangerment. So clearly a lot to this topic. So we brought in some experts. Join us now, drug counselor and mental health advocate Alexis Haines, along with attorney and clinical psychologist Lisa Stroman.
Welcome. I think we've got it covered here.
So, yeah, and so many elements to this story, because we have profiled enough on this show in terms of drug addiction, how difficult it can be to get someone into rehab. But I want to open this discussion starting with, is this abuse or is this just a father doing the best he can? Alexis, let's start with you.
I would definitely consider it abusive. I don't think that his intention necessarily was to abuse his child. But think about this. People using meth increase their dopamine levels by 1,000%. Why was she needing that in the first place? There has to be some sort of underlying trauma or pain that is there. And so for the dad then, and I know he probably had the best of intentions, I can't imagine being a father to an addicted daughter, but to go and, you know, create this traumatic experience. I mean, can you imagine being tied up and gagged and thrown into the back of a car to go to Mexico for treatment? It's definitely abusive.
Well, I'm guessing that he tried more mellow means first, and this was sort of a last resort. And I'm sure that Lisa, as the attorney, is going to get into it. I mean, I think we're all in agreement it's all about intent. And I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm assuming the father meant the best for his daughter. And, you know, we should address meth addiction. We talk about opiate addiction and alcohol addiction. Meth is really, really tough. We don't have a protocol in place, like, oh, take these medications and you're gonna deal with your withdrawal symptoms, et cetera, that you're kind of at your wit's end when you're dealing with a meth addict and trying to get them to change.
Absolutely, and it's a 17-year-old's brain on meth that we're talking about. And Alexis' point is very well taken in that perhaps there was some trauma in this young child's life, but there's also the small subset of substance abusers who, there's no trauma. They just are thrill seekers. It's a very small subset, but what if she was one of those? And the dad just couldn't control her because she doesn't respond to usual methods of discipline. And so this is a really touchy subject because he's obviously trying to make sure she doesn't die.